Hello everybody and welcome to Creep Tales from Beyond Death. Sorry about that. I would like to welcome you to my story Beyond the Mirror. This is in fact a My Little Pony based horror story. I wanted to kind of put the beginning of it out there. I've been working on it for a while now and I just kind of want to get kind of a taste of it out for everybody, so that way you guys can kind of get an idea of what it's all about. So without further ado, I will stop my rambling and start the story. Rarity cuts a sheet of light blue cloth to make some final adjustments to her winter lineup that she had been working to develop. Winter wasn't for another 6 weeks, but she was really excited to reveal her sleek but warming winter wares. "The purple ones are right this way," says a confident Rarity. "Are you sure you have them in my size? I thought you would be sold out," said a very frantic customer. Rarity looks at her customer with confusion, but dismisses the comment and continues on with the sale. "There you are, darling," says Rarity with a smile. "Thank goodness!" The customer pays, dashes out the door before the white mare could even bat an eyelash. Too excited about the days to follow to think about the customer's strange behavior that day, she gets all her things together and locked up her shop. While standing outside, she got a visit from an old schoolmate. "Rarity, is that you?" said a very sarcastic-sounding voice. Rarity turns around, shocked that she seemed to recognize the voice. "Silverscape? Wow, it's been years." "Yes, and I hear you've been quite the busy mare, dresses and such," she says with a slight smugness. "I too run a boutique of my own, but we had to close for the winter," she lied convincingly. "But I do need your help with something, if I could trouble you." Rarity tilts her head. "Of course, old friend, how can I help?" "Well, you see, I have 2 cheer teams that need outfits, and unfortunately I won't have the fabric or the gems that I will need to complete the order, and you're kind of my last shot at getting these done." She tries to look sincere. Rarity buys the act and goes on to accept the quite extensive order. A bit too hasty, she thought to herself, for she won't get paid until the end of the order is complete. The next day, Rarity went over to Pinkie Pie's to see if she would be willing to bake some lovely little mini cupcakes for the fashion show she was hosting over at Fancy's place. She had been planning this for weeks. She found herself being a bit of a Twilight in the sense of wanting to be ready for anything. Pinkie, almost on cue, swung the top of the shop door open. "Hiya, Rarity! What can I do for you this sugary sweet day?" Pinkie says with glee. "Well, you see, Pinkie, I was hoping that you would bake something for a party I'm throwing at Fancy's house, and they have to be very particular, or he will hate the whole thing right off the bat. Then I'll have no chance being the #1 fashionista that I know I can be." Rarity comes back from her rant, and all Pinkie could do was smile. Of course I can do that for you, Rarity. What kind of friend would I be if I didn't help another friend in need?" she stated very matter-of-factly. "That's fantastic, thank you, Pinkie. I'll be back later to drop off the details on them." Rarity returns to the shop. She finds Opal. She was torn apart and laid back out in a short but straightforward message to her. "We will be back." The gory sight of her cat was too much for her stomach, and she vomited. And then came the waterfall of tears at the realization of not only was someone or something out to get her, but it would stop at nothing to make sure she knew it. Rarity could not bring herself to tear herself away from her cat's mangled corpse, but luckily Twilight stumbled over at just the right moment for her. "Rarity, are you okay?" she asked, due to walking into a dark shop, a silent Rarity, and a mangled cat cadaver in her arms. She's dead, Twilight. Why did they take her? Why did they steal her from me?" Rarity did not want to let herself believe that her cat was taken away from her in such a brutal manner, but she knew. She knew very well what happened. Twilight took the liberty of taking Rarity home to the castle to make sure she stayed safe. Sorry for all the misstatements. Hours later, she finally wakes up, enough to notice that she wasn't at home anymore. Why is she here? Why did she leave her cat? She can't remember what happened at all. All Rarity can remember is she needs to find her cat. She can't leave Opal alone. She is in some kind of danger. Someone wants to take her. Someone wants to hurt her. She had to find a way to leave. Twilight walks into the room to see a seemingly normal Rarity, all except a weirdly sad and twisted smile. What's with that smile? Twilight thought to herself. Why does it seem like Rarity has been replaced or something? She realized that she had been standing in an awkward silence with Rarity for a good moment. Unsure of what to say, she could only muster, "Hey, Rarity? Are you okay? You were sleeping for a while, and when I picked you up, you were covered in blood, and there was nothing around you that indicated a struggle, and you had no cuts or bruises or anything. So it was very strange to find you in here smiling like that." Rarity started finding clarity in her thoughts and found herself talking to Twilight. What happened, Twilight? I don't remember anything from the ending of yesterday to now." Twilight found herself in the awkward role of explaining she was found covered in her cat's blood, with no body in sight, and she was found completely unharmed. The only damage done was to the mirror in the bathroom, but no signs of forced entrance. Twilight did not look forward to dropping the bomb as soon as she comes to. I'll wait a few hours and see if her condition improves. She simply looks at Rarity and says, "We can talk about what happened later. Right now you should probably think about getting something to eat. It's been a few hours, so I'll let you take your time." Rarity tilted her head in thanks and started looking around the room as if dizzy. She glances over to the kitchen area, and her body instantly attempts to stand. She wobbles a bit, and then slowly makes her way to the kitchen to make a sandwich, and then passes out after that day's exhausting endeavors. The next day, Rarity found herself bound to a table, sleeping on the floor. What was she doing there? She was supposed to be home, sulking in bed, distraught to tears, and she knew why. She snaps back out of it, and suddenly she was in bed at the castle again, surrounded by the four walls that had saved her. And that is all that I have for right now, you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you'll tune in for the next part. This was simply part 1. So, have a good one, you guys. And I will see you on the next update. Bye!